So one of the things that I've learned over the last several years is the value of nutrition. I've gone through multiple different diet plans, multiple different eating mechanism, looking for a process, a way that I can improve my overall health myself and ultimately give that to my patients and to people that I work with. And in this process, there's some key pieces of this puzzle that make it important. Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and one of the key habits that I'm trying to implement over this 90-day process is nutrition. Nutrition is so valuable, not just to look healthy and be healthy, but also to improve the functioning of the body. They now have studies showing with the appropriate nutrition, the overall body functions better. We know that the heart's going to function better. We know that blood vessels are going to function better because you're not getting plaques or whatever you want to call it, that you know that your cholesterol is going to be lower, those kind of things. But it's even deeper than that. Did you know that cells will function better if they have the right nutrition? I commonly work with individuals with peripheral neuropathy, and the nerves are very sensitive to nutrition. So if you can improve nutrition and improve the peripheral nerves so you don't have the numbness, tingling, electrical shocks that come with peripheral neuropathy, just imagine the nerves in the brain and how they're going to function more appropriately if you have the appropriate nutrition. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 5 key pieces of nutrition, 5 things to think about when you're getting nutrition or when you're working on appropriate nutrition. Number 1, you want to make sure that you're getting sufficient fluids in your body. Fluids being water, the most valuable. You want to take in as much water as you can. The usual recommended amount is 8. A lot of times with neuropathy, I'm actually telling people that I want to get closer to 12 because you want to get enough water that allows the blood flow, allows the systems to detox and remove any toxins or any substances that the body needs to clean out. So appropriate hydration, sufficient hydration is not just ideal, it's necessary to truly function at the highest level. Number 2 is getting rid of processed foods. One of the big problems with the American diet is the amount of processed foods that we're putting into our body on a regular basis. Does that mean you can't eat any? No, it doesn't. It means you need to reduce it. You need to limit it and not do it as much. And by doing that, you're going to find a significant difference in the health level or the health status of your body just by eliminating processed foods. Number 3 is sugars. I'm not going to tell you to go off sugar completely. I'm not, because I'm not going to do it. And so what I'm doing is I'm reducing sugar. I'm limiting sugar. I'm not looking for taking in lots of sugar in my body on a regular basis and avoiding sugars where I can, but not eliminating completely the desserts or other sugars that I do every once in a while. But I eliminate it as much as I can. So that's 3. Number 4 is focus on vegetables. The green leafy vegetables, the colored vegetables, all are very, very valuable in getting appropriate nutrients. There are significantly more nutrients in some of these vegetables than some of the other foods that we commonly will eat. And so you want to get the appropriate vegetables, the appropriate nutrients that way. And number 5 is making sure you have the appropriate nutritional value in your overall eating patterns. Sometimes this requires supplements. Sometimes this requires additional nutrients, whether it's functional foods or vitamins, nutrients in supplement form or whatever, but getting the appropriate amount of nutrients in your body so that your body can function at the highest level. So hopefully these are all valuable. These are all things that I'm actually doing. These are all things that I'm working on. And it's changed my health a great deal over the last little bit, but I'm going to be even more strict and more deeply invested in this process as I go through these days leading into September. So, well, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Concordant Day 7. Concordant Day 7. Key habit number 4, nutrition. Nutrition is valuable. If you would like to go along with me, then seek to do some of these things. Track your nutrition for the next 48 hours and see how you're doing with hydration. See how you're doing with limiting processed foods. See how you're doing with sugars. See how you're doing with your vegetable intake, and see how you're doing with getting the appropriate nutrients in your body. And if you can track that for 48 hours, you're gonna have a pretty good idea of how you're doing, and you can move forward with that. This is Dr. Brandt Gibson. Have a great rest of your night.